What's going on, guys? Bank Rubber Games here with more Armored Core 6, and last episode when we left off we actually replayed some missions to get some combat logs that we were missing, but we also saw some changes to a mission that we did at the end of the episode, which was the mission where you face Boltius, but it actually had a few surprises in store for us. So I recommend going back watching that because that was quite cool, and yeah, it was definitely a bit of a shock. But this episode we're just going to be carrying on playing through chapter 2, and we've actually got some new missions, or at least this mission is new to us. And we've got the mission Stop the Secret Data Breach. So we haven't seen this before, but it looks like it takes place in the Grid 086, which is the mission that we did last episode. Yeah, it's definitely probably my favourite mission of the game. So it's cool that we get to explore that area some more. And yeah, hopefully it should have a few surprises for us.
My favorite little tourist. About my promise to take you up top. I need a little help cleaning up first. See, a certain someone smashed up all my defense hardware. And now I've got rival dozers muscling in. It's the Junker Coyotes. We never did get on. Always sniffing around, just waiting for a chance to bite. Making a mess is one thing, but they're going after our development data too. We need to swat the hacking drones they sent before they make off with all my secrets. Yeah, it's pretty low of them, but at least give them credit for knowing where the value is. Anyway, did I mention that this is all your fault? You can make up for it by keeping my secrets safe.
So yeah, the motivations behind the mission seems pretty similar to how it was before, but just the structure and where it'll be taking place is completely different, which is cool. But in terms of our build, I've made up a little build very quickly just because I thought it would be quite funny. So we're using basically Boom's big brother. So we have the build that has bazookas in all our slots that we swap out between each of them to get a pretty consistent sort of fire of bazooka shots. But yeah, I've changed out the bazookas for grenade cannons, and we're using the Dizzy Arm grenade cannons, which have the highest blast radius of all the grenade cannons on that you can equip on your arms. And then we're using earshot grenade cannons on our back, which again have the highest blast radius of any grenade cannon you can equip on your back. They haven't got much ammo, all in all. The earshots only have 16 rounds each, and the Dizzy grenade cannons only have 38 rounds each, and they have a really long reload time, so we'll have to make sure to space out our shots. But yeah, obviously rocking the wheelchair legs to mean that we don't have to stop moving whenever we fire a shot. But yeah, I just thought it'd be quite funny. Our boom build is quite fun and is actually quite usable in certain situations. So I just thought I'd make something that was a little bit more ridiculous. Yeah, just thought it was quite funny. But yeah, we'll take it on this mission with this guy, and we seem to be in close quarters, so hopefully we'll be able to hit everything with our grenade cannons. Yeah, it should be quite fun.
Your handler didn't authorize this sortie either. But we shouldn't miss this chance. I'll support you.
It's cool to see something new as well. I feel like there's definitely some more new things waiting for us.
System activating combat mode.
Let's get rolling, tourists. Destroy all the hacking drones those degenerate coyotes left here.
Let's be quick about this, Raven.
Security breaches reached 10%. Firewall's going down fast. Must be about 5 drones to pull that off.
I imagine it's going to be very expensive as well. But I don't mind that, we've got plenty of money. I thought we had to hack it then. It seems like we just have to destroy it.
40
What up, tourist?
For whatever reason, it wasn't targeting the enemy there, and I completely messed that shot up. But because of the splash radius,
Destroyed.
yeah, I managed to
I
take him
get why
down.
they want our tech. I just wish they had a little more flair.
Let's see if there's
If it were
anything,
me, I'd raid
down
us
here
from
waiting
orbit
for
and
us.
just yank our servers off the ground.
because it wouldn't surprise me if there was something down here again. Tank legs aren't the easiest to use in this close quarters environment. Seems like we've got a bunch of combat logs for that, which is cool, but no targets that we need to destroy. Don't know if that'd be enough to progress our scavenging rank, but we'll see.
Security breach has reached 50%.
We can still make it, Raven. If you can't spot the targets, try using your scanner.
Don't know why we had to go through the doors. This is literally just that side.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. 2 remaining.
Guess I better get to work on our countermeasures.
We haven't got much time left.
They've got our crypto keys.
Faster, Raven. Fully targeted destroyed.
One left. We'd have to try to mess it up now.
Didn't mean to fire both our cannons there, but it did the job.
Destroyed.
Good job, tourist.
There's
The
it.
coyotes and their pals a little counter-virus. Their servers are officially primed. Maybe that'll teach them to behave. Wait, the radar. Are there more of them?
Tech bullet MT there.
They're outside. Let's move.
Managed to
to
take him down quite quickly. Don't know where he was hiding. Looks like we've got an AC rack here. This is from the Rubicon Research Institute director. That's quite interesting. It says, I've decided that assistant number one's son is to remain in the lab. He's a reticent one. I think that's how you say that. Tough too, beyond his years. That sounds like an awful lot like someone that we know. And maybe a certain hand on water. You know, yeah. And then it says assistant 2 will be able to help. She does seem to have a knack for assembling toys. I hope that at least she can give him something to smile about. So that also sounds like someone we know, being the lady that gave us this mission, good old Syndicala, with her ability to make things for our AD. So maybe they're both just really old. I don't know, because I've been wondering, I think I said it in a previous episode, I've been wondering how both of them, or Syndicala has the name of someone that was alive before or witnessed the fires of Ibis. So maybe Coral has something to do with that, but hopefully we'll find out. It's a bit more open here, so hopefully we should do a little bit better.
Huh. You're the freelancer from the dam raid.
Looks like Guazu's back.
And here I thought I'd just make some extra scratch. Guess I can settle the score at the same time.
I see the coyote's got some help too. Don't forget to smile, tourist.
You know, I really owe you one. You got lucky at the dam, and I'm gonna prove it. You're gonna die, freelancer.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
What the heck, you low-down piece of...
Actually did quite well there.
Dare think you've won.
Hopefully we've got enough ammo to finish the mission.
HP at 50%. Right shoulder ammunition at
All unidentified machines destroyed. No more enemies detected.
That's pretty cool.
I've seen that kind of
Quite
stuff
like the build as
before.
well.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
Raven, those unidentified machines were using encrypted communications. I'll do what I can to decrypt them.
I wonder if the fact that when we defeated Boltius again and we were fighting Sula, we had some enemies that were the same. You know, the cloaking enemies with the energy rifles attack us and ambush us at the same time, which was the sort of change that we saw, which was cool. So I wonder if the fact that those were the same enemies means that there's like a new player on the field, so to speak, for this third playthrough in comparison to our last playthroughs that are, you know, pulling the strings from behind the scenes and obviously want to take us down, you know, for reasons I guess that we would have seen over the last two playthroughs. So yeah, I wonder what's going on there. And then they were using, might be the same people that used the weapons that destroyed the Strider when we selected the mission where we were actually escorting it. So yeah, it definitely seems like there's another player on the field. So hopefully, well, I assume we're going to find out who that is. But overall, that was a really cool mission. Tank legs weren't the best in those close environments with their turning circle that they have, but we seem to make it work just about. You can see our costs are very high. Repair costs are quite high, but we did take a little bit of unnecessary damage there, especially at the end. We got hit by a couple of plasma whips while we were taking on Iguazu. Ammunition costs were absolutely extortionate at 80,000, but you know, grenade cannons. And then penalties, not quite sure what that's for. That might just be for taking longer to destroy the hacking units. Maybe, you know, the faster you do it, the less that penalty is, but who knows. But yeah, that was a really fun mission. And then we got a couple of logs there, not enough to progress our rank. So I wonder how many more ranks we've got left and what our sort of last reward will be. Probably an emblem, but you never know. It might be the Carousel Mark II or something.
One new message.
Guess you noticed that job from Balaam and decided to take it. Next time, look before you leap. You can't trust anyone on Rubicon. Keep heading for the ice field. I'll take care of some loose ends in the meantime.
So I think that's pretty similar dialogue to what we had before.
Raven, I've managed to decode those encrypted comms. They identified you as an impediment to the release project. But what is the release project?
No idea. Might have something to do with what All Mind's doing and the testing they're doing in the arena with the new opponents they gave us over our last playthrough. Yeah, not quite sure. But the next mission is Ocean Crossing, and that'll be the mission where we face the Sea Spider, which is a very cool, tough boss. Just going to save this AC. We do still have our original Boom Boom, so don't worry, he's not gone. But yeah, that was quite fun. Not quite sure who we're going to be taking for this mission. I'm going to give our needle launcher build a quick go just to see how it does against the Sea Spider, and then I might actually try one of our electrical based builds if he doesn't work out, just again to see how it does, and see if that status build up is enough to sort of go through its resistances. Because the only thing that I found that does actually do a lot of damage is the pile bunker, and that's what we've used both times when we've destroyed him during the campaigns. Yeah, we'll see how it works. It'd be good to try something new.
Activating combat mode.
Might actually work a lot better, but yeah, we'll find out.
I'll lead the way, just as promised. But after this, you owe me one. This elevator goes straight to the top of the grid, the outer shell. Sadly, that's beyond my territory. I mean, once you're out there, the PCA satellites see everything. A few of the stupider dozers took it as a challenge, went out to prove themselves. You can guess what happened.
We've arrived at the top, sending you new marker data. This is Carl said. At this altitude, we're within firing range of the PCA satellites.
Intruder detected in forbidden sector. Terminating target.
That must be the PCA security system.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Brute force it is then.
Don't get fried. Nice moves, tourist.
Just about managed to make it across there with our generator. Just about managed to make it out of range there. Went a lot better than last time.
We're not far from the cargo launcher.
Might as well clean up while you're here, tourist. Never did care for the upstairs neighbors. That's what I like to see.
So other than the Sea Spider, that's the only real enemies you have to destroy in this mission, which is quite funny. How yeah, the enemies in this mission are really easy, other than those little mines that they throw out. But then the boss is really, really difficult.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Close goes for the generator. This is not going to be careful, Raven.
Not actually doing too bad. Pretty consistent damage here.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
Just getting in as many boost kicks as possible to keep our DPS as high as possible.
At 30%.
Got a bit lucky there.
Raven, your AC is damaged. Focus on the base of action.
Let's see what can happen to someone to trip over.
AP at 50%.
What the? It's taking off.
Another core response. Watch out.
No, this could be some good R&D data. Can't wait to get back to the workshop.
No
It's taking major damage. You can do this, Raven.
Smash it up, tourist.
right.
This might be a bit of an issue with him being out of range, maybe. Yeah, and some of our shots, or a lot of our shots, ricocheting.
AP at 30%.
Don't think I've actually got hit by that before.
Back, tourist.
This is hard. Stay focused.
Making the most of our assault armor there to help us do that last little bit of damage. Yeah, other than that little bit at the end and getting a bit unlucky with taking some hits there from the cannon shots,
They were using coal
actually worked quite well.
for fuel.
That was quite the show, tourist. How about we get back on track? Hop in the container. I'll operate the launcher from here.
Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised with how well these needle launchers do. They've seemed to do at least decently in a lot of the situations I've put them in. Other than maybe when we fought Ibis, not Ibis, Aya at the end of last playthrough. They weren't very ideal for that.
Augmented human. One new message.
Looks like you've made it to the central Good. Arquebus found their own way in, and it looks like Balaam's come. You know what's going to happen, but you can make...
Raven, I've been looking into the integration program, and I turned up something interesting. It looks like Allmine's been gathering data on new craft no one even knows about yet. I've installed a backdoor. How about taking a peek, Raven?
So it looks like we've got some new arena opponents. Let's check them out. So welcome back, guys. I realised we actually made a massive mistake, and I fought one of these targets again. So I obviously went down, and yeah, it's quite funny that. But in our assembly, I wanted to try something else. I didn't use it when I defeated one of those guys, so I don't know how it would work. But instead of our orbit exceeds, we're switching over to these laser turrets because I saw online that they're actually very powerful. So hopefully they'll help us take down this sort of like some of these next targets that we've got in the arena. But the next target, it's only one that we've unlocked, but you can see it's part of the integration program, and it's encrypted and accompanied by a note. It says Elcano was stolen from Elcano has stolen Arquebus technology and used it to develop a new model. And yeah, this is Rusty's second AC that we see him using at the end of the game. It says, the fact that his craft has entered the hands of the Rubicon Liberation Front is acceptable, however the time is not yet right. You must wait for Arquebus to put the primary factor for the project in place. So does that mean that Rusty's working for the Rubicon Liberation Front? Because if technology's been stolen and used by Rusty, it says then it's entered the hands of the Rubicon Liberation Front. So that's quite interesting. But that means he's like a weird double agent. And then what's the primary factor? I don't know. Hopefully we'll find all this out, and this is, you know, just breadcrumbs. But yeah, we'll use our needle launch build, like I said, with our laser turrets here that I wanted to test out.
Raven, Allmind was keeping this data secret. Steel haze Ortus. It clearly isn't a mass-produced AC. Why don't we see how it performs?
I mean, we know he's tough. But yeah, if Allmind was hiding it, then it obviously means they're involved in all of this somehow. So maybe they're the ones that are pulling the strings behind the scenes. It's annoying how he set the shield up, but he didn't get half his health back like he did last time we fought him. But yeah, the laser drones seem pretty tough. Take a little bit of time to set up.
It would take a special pilot to master it.
Look pretty cool though. See, that's rusted down again, and he does definitely have a very cool AC. And we got whatever needle missile launcher, so that's what looks like the weapon he had on his shoulder, so we'll definitely test that out. And then we got his emblem as well, which is cool. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at that shoulder weapon in the shop.
What do you think Allmind is collecting all this data for? I'm concerned about what these notes mean. What is the primary factor?
So considering the, you know, I is mentioning it, I assume we will find out. Looks cool. Obviously we can't really compare it to the drones, but they have pretty good attack power. Direct hit adjustment is very high. Ideal range is very high as well. Total rounds isn't the highest, but with how powerful they are, I assume, you know, it's more than enough. Impact is pretty decent. Accumulative impact is pretty decent. So I assume this is, you know, maybe you have two of them. You have one for staggering enemies, and then the other one can be used for, you know, when they're staggered. I'm gonna have a quick look actually. Yeah, we'll make a rusty build. I didn't save the changes. And we'll save him there just so we can customize him a bit at some point. I might actually swap out two of them, just because I'm not a massive fan of the kinetic or big exceed. But then if we need another support weapon, obviously we could have the laser orbits or maybe the turrets we were just trying, because they did seem quite strong. But yeah, the next mission we're going to be doing is still the survey data, but I'll save that for next episode. And yeah, probably I'm expecting a couple of changes this next chapter, because I can't remember there being any changes last playthrough in comparison to the first playthrough. And yeah, we've got a lot of questions as well from the last few missions that we've done, and that arena opponent facing Steel Haze again, or Rusty again. So yeah, it looks like we've got a lot in store for us for the rest of this playthrough. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you have enjoyed the playthrough so far and can't wait to sort of find out what's waiting for us, like and subscribe for more to make sure you don't miss out on anything. Yeah, really enjoying the fact they've kept a lot secret from us, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So personally, I can't wait to sort of find out and figure out what's really going on. There's multiple people that could be responsible for it. Kate, that's come up this playthrough, she might have something to do with it. Well, she's got to have something to do with it, because she seems to know a lot more than she was letting on. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and have enjoyed this playthrough so far. And like I said, like and subscribe for more, and make sure that you don't miss out on anything. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode.